Well, of course, judging by the amount of people who are coming from the safe country of France every day, it is surely making a mockery of the government's one-in, one-out deal, isn't it, with France? But strangely, or unsurprisingly, should I say, Yvette Cooper is all about defending this stupid deal, in my opinion. Even though, of course, the number of people arriving since it kicked off is creeping steadily up to 10,000. But here's the thing, 26, yes, that's right, 26 people have actually been sent back to Paris since Keir Starmer and Emmanuel Macron's one-in, one-out deal started on August the 7th. And more than likely, of course, remember, we have to take another one of theirs in. So we're no better off for numbers at all. And admittedly, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot more come on France's plane over here than just 26. But Cooper, no, Yvette Cooper, she's saying that there's loads more room for more deportations to happen. Because, yeah, the planes are hardly exactly full, are they, under this scheme, she reckons, which is just in its trial phase right now to get things going. Oh, that's right, let's all just blame it on a trial, eh? Even though, of course, they didn't want to do Rwanda-style trial, did they? Because it would make me wonder, even if they think it wouldn't have made a difference, I would have liked to seen that put to the test, because I'm pretty sure they would have seen Rwanda as a big deterrent than going back to France. Well, let's face it, they could just get on another dinghy and come straight over here illegally, remember, couldn't they, eh? But she mentioned on LBC that they want to ramp it up and even work with other countries. Well, hang on a minute, does then that mean that we have to do a one-in, one-out deal with other countries and take a legal refugee from that other country as well? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this could easily snowball to our population increasing by a shocking number each and every year. And remember, these people, for as far as I'm aware, they ain't exactly going to have a job when they come over here, are they? So they'll be supported by our benefit system, won't they, eh? Unless, of course, I'm wrong with that, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, she pointed out that the previous government had a Rwanda scheme that went on for 2.5 years without sending anyone back. Well, that's because they weren't exactly given the chance, really. Although, admittedly, yes, those flights did get delayed by several times. More than likely, of course, because of not only lefty lawyers, but a load of Amona Labour MPs, which often played politics with it, but for quite a bit, eh? But Cooper, who remember was pretty hands-on with the UK-French deal when she was Home Secretary, told BBC Breakfast, even though it's just a pilot, it's apparently got huge potential, she reckons, because it's the first time they're sending people back to where the small boats set off. And that was never possible before. So far this year, about 35,503 people have crossed the English Channel in small boats, which is 33% more than the same time last year. Because obviously, yes, it seems that all the illegal boat people coming from the safe country of France have realised that Labour, well, they just got no balls, it seems, unfortunately, eh? But meanwhile, Zadia Brantard, I hope I pronounced that right, the ally of the French Interior Minister Bruno, is stirring the pot by suggesting that France could just let migrants cross the channel freely to scare Labour into action. And he claims that France is basically guarding the border for Britain. Well, I don't know about you, but I hardly think that's true. I mean, if anything, France, or the French authorities rather, seem to be helping all those illegal boat people come here by lending them life jackets and making sure they get to the border force safely before retrieving their precious life jacket, it seems. But he goes on and says that the UK, along with the people smugglers, is to blame for the small boats crisis, despite us agreeing to hand over £660 million to stop migrants leaving from their shores. And Bernard says that they're practically begging for the money. He even suggested letting everyone through for a week to see how the UK reacts. I don't know about you, but it does appear at the moment that they let everyone through. But anyway, even though more than 35,000 migrants have crossed the channel this year and over 20 people have died trying, Bernard bizarrely said that France doesn't care about the deaths, blaming the smugglers and the UK for the situation. And he accused us of hypocrisy over the stance of black market economy and slammed Keir Starmer's deal, saying it can't work and will just create two channels, one illegal and one legal. Well, at the moment it does seem that we've got two channels, doesn't it? And I could be wrong, but at the moment it seems more people are coming over through the illegal channel than the legal, doesn't it, eh? But to top it all off, there's a scandal about the Taliban sending fake death threat documents for as little as £40 to help migrants trick their Home Office. You'd like to think, wouldn't you, that the Home Office would be checking any documents with severe skepticism. Although, to be honest with you, just something tells me that they don't, eh? But corrupt officials in Afghanistan are producing these apparently fake letters, which of course are then used to help asylum applications. The good news is, though, that Shadow Home Office Minister Katie Lan is raising questions about how many forgeries have been detected and criticising the government for not acting to strengthen border security. She insists that anyone coming here illegally should be detained and removed quickly, saying that the government talks tough but delivers nothing. And it does seem that way. And in fact, it is that way, in my opinion, because how often have we heard Security Border Force Command or whatever it's called, but actually seen Sweet FA, leaving, of course, the British public, she says, to pay the price. And I don't know about you, but as sooner Labour are out and Reform are in, I think that is then when we may see some actual real change and some tough action on all these illegal boot people coming from the safe country of France. Because anyone, in my opinion, who comes from France, because let's face it, France is not at war and therefore a safe country, surely has no excuse to come from there to here in the first place and claiming that they're fleeing war, because there is no war going on at all in a safe country. And yes, I know people often say things like, well, what if they don't want to live in France? Well, I'm sorry, it shouldn't be up to them if they're fleeing war. You should go to the first safe country you arrive to, surely. And at the end of the day, if France won't let them stay there because of they're worried about their criminal records past or whatever else, then I don't see why we should have to let them stay here either if they're coming here illegally from the safe country of France.